Okay, okay.
Yeah, so it's 3, 2, 1. We are live to the audience. We can start this meeting. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to Live Pharma Coalition. Well, this is the festivity season all over the country. And in India, we follow a variety of festivals because we have a very big cultural heritage. So right now, Navratri is being celebrated in many parts of the country. And from the place where I belong, this is Durga Puja festivities all around. Ma Durga coming with her 4 children and taking care of the people who are worshipping her, taking care of the anxieties, the unhappiness, and everything, and converting them into a lot of happiness through the festivities that is going on. We at LPC are also committed to our endeavor of spreading learning and development across the pharmaceutical fraternity. So, in an ever changing and fast paced corporate world, training and development is an indispensable function. Training and development is one of the lowest things on the priority of any organization. There is, however, enormous value in organizing proper training and development sessions for the employees. Training allows employees to acquire new skills, sharpen the existing ones, perform better, increase productivity, and be better leaders. Since a company is a sum total of employees achieved individually, organizations should do everything in their power to ensure that their employees perform at their peak. In a rapidly evolving landscape, productivity is not only dependent on the employees, but also on the technology they use. Training and development goes a long way to update the new technology, use the existing ones, and discard the outdated ones. So this goes a long way in getting things done effectively and in the most productive way. So training and development programs can have a huge impact on any organization. Like every other function in an organization, training and development should be focused on producing targeted and tangible results for the business. Therefore, the key to treat it seriously and consider it a capital investment and make it result driven. So that is about training. And to tell us more about this, enlighten us more about training will be Mr. Santosh Rane, who is the speaker today. But before that, let me take you through the journey of LPC so far. So welcome to the world's largest online pharma discussion platform, Live Pharma Coalition, which is purely for learning and sharing. Well, this has become the world's #1 pharma discussion platform with the presence of more than 100 plus pharma companies and institutions and more than 200 plus speakers with a reach of over 20,000 on Facebook as well as YouTube. And this has been only possible because of our strong 28 executive committee who are spread across the length and breadth of the globe. And the first conclave that we have had was LPC 100 conclave at Mumbai in the month of March earlier this year. And thank you so much for your overwhelming support. And for any type of collaboration with LPC, please get in touch with Mr. Raman, Mr. Yashwant, Mr. ICS, and even me. And this was the photograph, the reminiscent of the valuable support, the love, and the engagement that you felt at LPC 100 conclave at Mumbai. The next event that we had just a few days back was LPC 125 conclave at Ahmedabad. And thank you so much for once again supporting our learning endeavor by your invaluable presence and your knowledge sharing at LPC 125 conclave. And this is a photograph, and thank you so much, Shri Ganesh Naik, for being so kind to give your gracious presence on this occasion and lighting the diya to open the LPC 125 conclave. And of course, the wonderful deliberations that you gave to all of us, it was very enlightening, and we could draw wonderful insights out of your teachings, which you have gathered through a long tenure of your experience in the pharmaceutical industry. Well, this is a photograph which is again reminiscent of your participation, of your support, of your love at LPC 125 Conclave at Ahmedabad. Well, that's not the end. We are in for LPC Pharma Conclave 3.0, which is at SIES College of Management Sciences, which is Navi Mumbai. And we are going to have it on the 6th of November this year. And the time is 9 to 5. And therefore, if you are very interested, please don't hesitate and be a part of this global learning journey, the global learning platform, which is Life Pharma Coalition. And of course, these are the dates, that is 6th of November. And what we are having, it is sales and marketing, manufacturing, supply chain, packaging and branding, biotech and innovation. We will be having keynote speech, panel discussion, networking, poster presentation, as well as felicitation. So all these and more on LPC Pharma Conclave 3.0, which will be at SIES College of Management, Mumbai. So please don't miss this event. So this journey wouldn't have possible without the support of Imagica Health, because Imagica Health in a nutshell explores the intersection between design, digital health technology, and content marketing for the leading brands, because they have an ex-marketeer-led team of medical writer, graphic designers, teamers, and coders who serve the pharma industry for bettering customer engagement, bringing patient centricity, improving the control on the sales team, and increasing the return on investment for various marketing campaigns. So thank you so much, Imagica Health, and we look forward to your continuous support in our learning endeavor in the future. So coming to Life Pharma Coalition today, well, it is LPC 128 leadership. And of course, the topic is maximizing the use of learning apps during classroom training. And as I said in the beginning, that technology is changing, and the faster we adapt to this technology and rectify the flaws in the earlier technology, we are definitely going to go forward, and we are definitely going to be enriched as far as learning and development is concerned. Because as it is said, that learning, unlearning, and relearning is the golden mantra as far as learning and development is concerned. And to take this learning journey forward, we have today on board one of the stalwarts as far as learning and development in the pharmaceutical industry is concerned. And he is Mr. Santosh Rane, who is the lead senior manager L&D at JB Pharma. And to take this learning journey as a supportive member along with me, I also have Mr. Yashwant Mishra, who is a sales trainer and a leadership coach, and he's the founder director of Benzene Ring Learning Solutions. So thank you so much, LPC 127, which was last week on academic leadership, which was live on Facebook as well as YouTube. Now to take you through the next part of this wonderful LPC session, I hand over the proceedings to Mr. Yashwant Mishra. So over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Arpan. Thank you very much. Your starting speech is always enlightening and encouraging. So on behalf of Life Pharma Coalition, I welcome all the viewers to 128th episode of Life Pharma Coalition. When we say 128th episode, we really feel excitement from inside that we have been, with your continuous support, able to continue this journey, which started 2 years back. And we are in a juncture now when LPC is a global name, and we, with all your supports and blessing, want to take it to global platform in physically also. As Arpan mentioned, very shortly we are going to have LPC Pharma 3.0 Conclave in SIS College of Management, Nerul, and we invite each one of you to be a part of this Pharma Conclave 3.0, where we are going to invite industry leaders to share their views on current challenges and opportunities. With that, let us come to today's topic. And before topic again, as Arpan again mentioned, Shubh Mahasaptami to each one of you. Today is the Saptami, and we need blessings of Goddess for all our learning, and wishing all of you very best on Navratri. When it comes to learning, pandemic has given us a lot of learning through digital way. And today's speaker Mr. Santosh Rani is going to tell us about the digital learning, how we can incorporate the digital app in our classroom training also. Many of the pharma companies have already started virtual training, and physical training also is started after the post pandemic. Now he is going to share today is how we can continue the usage of digital app during our classroom training, like basic induction program, managerial development program, or refresher program, which is having in the face-to-face training. And so there are a lot of learning, and I request each one of you to keep on sharing your learnings and questions on Facebook and YouTube. A brief about Mr. Santosh Rane. He is a senior manager L&D in JB Pharma. It is earlier it was JB Pharmaceutical and Chemical. Nowadays JB Pharma. Good people for good health. Mr. Santosh Rane is BSc PG diploma in clinical research, also diploma in sales and marketing, and ISTD diploma in training and development. Mr. Rane is also certified trainer, digital uh, digital enthusiast and sport lover. Not only that, he has introduced digital learning platform in his organization, and he is having more than 23 years of experience in pharmaceutical industry. So over to Mr. Santosh Rane.
Thank you, Mr. Yashwant and Mr. Arpan. It was really nice to be here on this platform. I thank LPC for inviting me on this platform and sharing my experience. I'm a learner, I'm not an expert, I'm a learner. Okay, so whatever my experience is there, I'm going to share here on this platform, right? So colleagues and the viewers, my why I have choose this topic. You know, many times we think that classroom training is between the participant and the trainer, right? But we can use many tools, and learning app is one of the tools. Friends, learning app, when we think about the learning app, we think that, okay, it's a virtual or the distance learning. But how we can, merge that in our classroom training? Because, we have invested a lot in the learning apps, and if we have invested, we can utilize it. And once we utilize, we can understand, and we have done it. And hence I'm sharing this experience with you all, guys. So in this session, to be very brief, I'm going to talk about how you can use the learning app before the classroom training, during the classroom training, and after the classroom training. So friends, that evaluation is very important in pharma industry. We don't understand how much, once they are out, in the management also ask us what is the outcome of the training program. So through this learning app, you can at least show some outcome, some result to the management, and you can prove your worth that you're one of the trainer, a good trainer. So these slides, I have a minimum slides. I'm not going to share a much slides, and I'm going to talk more on this subject. So, but before that, let me share my slides. So friends, this is my introduction. Mr. Yashwant has said, already briefed it, just a moment. Yeah. So what is the objective of the learning app? Let's first understand why we have taken the learning app in our company. We have introduced the learning app for the transformation of the learning, whatever the learning representative or managers, right, end users should have. The learning is important. So we are learning, imparting learning through this learning app. We are sharing the information. Now sharing the information means what? The apps are for learning. So why information? Information can be shared by many platforms. So this learning platform, you can share the information like, from the marketing, like recent articles. What is the now modus operandi of sharing this information? Through emails, right? Or through WhatsApp groups. Right? But now if this is the one point of contact for this, our end user, right? Your marketing team can come here and share the information like recent articles, what are the strategies they have developed, recent changes in the strategies, if they are making, they can share that. Not only a marketing department, various other department, if they can come together and they can share the information, like sales analytics team, they can share their incentive schemes, and any changes in the incentive schemes. Then HR department can share the policies, any updated policies. So it's learning app. It's not only for the learning, imparting learning. It can be one of the tool to give or share the information. Even engagement is possible. Engagement, when we think about the learning app, engagement mostly comes from the L&D team, right? Like quizzes, weekly quizzes, monthly quizzes, any other challenges. The training team or L&D team usually they engage the end users. But here engagement can be done by the marketing team, by sales analytics team, or any other team, MIS team or HR team. They want to do it, they can engage it through learning app. That is the objective of the learning app. And of course, the objective of the why company takes this learning app, it is a cost and time saving, right? Cost, like physical, we have understood physical trainings, it's a cost to the company, okay, and hence virtual mode is preferred. But of course, there are pros and cons in both physical and virtual, right? We are not going to talk about that, but of course, learning app is going to save the cost and the time of the end users as well as the company. So this is what I was talking about, the learning, what learning can be shared. Now I am talking about the learning app. Then we are going to see how it can be used in the classroom training before, during, and after. So learning apps are used to share the learning like basic science. I am talking per se of like this pharma perspective. A basic science, therapy, or any skill building, this learning is transferred from from L&D or any other team to the end users. Information like recent articles, policies, HR policies, and any other policies, marketing strategies, right, can be shared and given the information to the end users. Engagement like interactive quizzes, even in reward points are engagement. We have seen a lot of apps, cred app and all. They, once we do some transaction, they give the reward point. So that is one of the engagement you can do through the learning app, so that end user can come again and again, looking at that, I'm getting a points, and he is very interested in doing some or other thing on the learning app. So this is one of the engagement you can do it by giving this reward points. And the challenges, see friends, we know we can learn, we can do many things, but sometimes challenge is thrown, that it comes within many things, like we, if anybody challenge to us, our best, we tend to give best. So through this learning app we can give challenges also. In the next coming slides I will talk more on these challenges. So this learning app can become a one point contact for the learning. This app should be the one point contact, not only of L&D, of the entire company, because learn these end users are using it. So which apps are end users are using nowadays? If you see the in pharma, they're using this workline system for reporting and all, right? Then not reporting for this, for HRs related something. SFE apps are used for reporting and detailing and all. And this learning app they're using for the learning. So this can become a one point of contact for the end user. Okay, many things can go through this app. So if all the department comes to the together, use this learning app, I'm sure that this one app can help end user to gain more and more knowledge about the company and the other things. So if you see, the learning apps are used for the distance learning, as I said, on the go learning, 24-hour, 24/7 learning. And this learning app can be used in the classroom like physical training. As Mr. Yashwant said, that not only in basic training program, in manager development program also we can use it. And as I said at the start of the meeting, evaluation, result, is very, very important. Management may ask you what is the outcome of your training program. So I'm going to talk a little bit more. If you can use this learning app effectively, whatever the learning apps are there in your company, you can use it. That's what we are doing at JB. So how to use this? Now, the learning app in the classroom can be used before, during the classroom training, and after the classroom training. So before classroom training, what you all can do as a trainer, see, every learning app has, there are representatives, end users are there. Not only representative, end users are there. So if you prepare a design a learning journey of a specific people, like if suppose 20-25 people are going to come for a classroom training, you have to prepare a separate journey for these participants. If you don't prepare, if you mix up with the other end user, then it will be very difficult to track it. Tracking is very important, friends. So you have to create a separate journey of these participants, so that whatever you are doing, whatever the input you are giving, it can help you for tracking. Easily you can track it. Second thing is that before the classroom training, if you use the learning app, it will help you to understand the current capabilities. Now here comes a point of evaluation. We were talking, now what is the outcome? Like suppose basic training program or any manager training program. There are certain things which I'm going to talk now, which will help you to understand the current capabilities of that participant. Like if you want to test the knowledge, okay, so what you'll do, you will give the quiz. Now you may say that people may cheat or something. That's okay, fine, right? But there is a certain thing called as a timer challenge. You can keep the time and you can open this quiz for everyone. And if that person attempts that quiz, you can understand, you can keep 10, 20, whatever, depending on your training program, your objective of the training program, you can keep the questions and you can understand the current capability, knowledge part through these quizzes. Second thing is that skill. Now, whenever we talk about the pharma has like knowledge, they are meeting these doctors. They are very high-end professionals. They know, they are knowledgeable. So a person, end user should also have the knowledge, right? So the therapy for representative managers, therapy should be very clear, right? Through that, through these quizzes, you can understand their product knowledge, therapy knowledge. But second part of this role of a medical representative is detailing or retailing as skill development, right? Their presentation inside the clinic. So how to understand their capability before training, coming to the training program. There are certain app like what a learning app we are using, we can record their skills. Like if they have to go to this that app, record it. It is a AI based recording. They have to record it and detail it or retell it, so that whatever they are doing in recording, it is saved in our system. I hope you all understood. I repeat this thing again. So before the classroom training, how you can use this learning app? You have to prepare the quiz to understand the knowledge, and there is a recording system, AI based recording system in the learning apps. There are many apps which gives this facility, which can help you to understand the skill level of that participant. I hope you understood this. So before this kind of training program, you understood this is the knowledge, this is a skill. At least something you have got it before coming to the classroom training. Okay. So if you have understood this, On that basis, you can design your modules also. You can make it simplifier, or you can, give some advanced, topics. You can understand after evaluating this 25 participant, you can design your modules also accordingly. So this helps the trainer also to understand the participants better, because many participants are unknown, right? Before the training program, they're not known to us. Once they come, after a few hours, few days, we understand this, we get to know each other. So this app, you can understand the level of skills and the knowledge. I hope you have understood this before the classroom. This is very, very important. If you do it, I'm sure that you can showcase outcome of the training. Okay, afterwards, just it is in further slides, right? So once you understood this, before the classroom training, what you have to do. So how this learning app can help during the training. During this training, learning app, you have prepared a journey, right? You have taken their capabilities, knowledge, skills. It is stored now. Now, during the classroom training, you can help through this learning app, you can tell them to revise. You are going to take a session for half an hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes, right? After that topic, I'm sure that in learning apps, at least we have, stored, we have uploaded the therapy knowledge or the product knowledge or many other things in a video form or the PDF form in the learning app. So once you do it, the training classroom, physical training for 1 hour, 45 minutes, right? You can ask them to revise. You can ask them to revise it. Okay. So that what is happening? There is a kinesthetic learning. They are learning by doing it. They have learned through auditory, okay, visuals were there, and now they are learning through this kinesthetic. They are doing it, right? And learning it. You can keep the daily timer quiz after end of the day, or in between also half day. You can keep the quizzes. Whatever you have taught them, just whether they have understood or not, we do take the questions, we do ask the questions, right? But this will be recorded. This will be recorded in the learning app. That is the one of the beauty of the learning app. Whatever participants are doing it, please note this, whatever the participants are doing it, we are recording it, so that whenever any person, any management, any head asks us, it is the data is ready with us. Third thing is they can prepare their presentations, because we tell them to, a lot of things to do. It can help them to prepare the presentation. I'm sure that you have understood this during the classroom training, how this learning app can help the this trainers and other department, particularly trainers, right? And after the classroom training, once these participants are out from this training program, we don't have much control, right? They go to their normal routine, and we don't know what they are doing. If you want to understand what they are doing, whether this, what are the learning we have given to them, whether they are implementing on the job, whether they are implementing or not. So for that also, you can understand, you can prepare some quizzes afterwards, and again, that will be recorded, friends. So before coming to the training program, classroom training program, you have recorded. During the training program, you have recorded the things, right? And after going from the training program, you are recording the this whatever the learning they had. Okay, you can assign them a advanced learning. Now you have understood that certain topics you have taught them, the module which is required to do their basic job. You have done with that. So for that, for the next level, you can assign them some advanced learning. So this learning app, see how it is helping you, right? For the evaluation and for the advanced learning also. And then, for before and after evaluation. Before you have evaluated through quiz, afterwards also you evaluated with quiz. You can understand the difference. You can understand your training outcome, whether they have understood or not. Right? Then role play challenges. As I said that there are AI based role plays. Some apps are giving because we are using it. Of course, in the market, there will be many apps which are giving this role AI based role play challenges. So before coming to the training program, they have done this. They have detailed and recorded this AI based role play, and afterwards also they are recording once they are out from the training program. So you will understand the before and after, whether your training outcome is your training has worked or not for them. And for further evaluation through the regional through the managers, you can roll out some surveys, and this way these learning apps can help you in the classroom training also, colleagues. So I'm sure the world is changing, colleagues. We have to change as per the need of the hour. During this COVID, we understood that physical program was not possible. Then we understood, we did it. We did virtual. It was a very tough time for trainers to do a virtual. First, we have to acclimatize with the virtual, Zoom and other Microsoft Teams and all. We acclimatize, and then we took the training programs for our participants. Right? Then we understood that, of course, that is not the only thing. There are always pros and cons of virtual. Network problem. People are keeping their videos off. We don't know whether they are in the room or roaming somewhere out. People were not responding. So only virtual is not the option. So hybrid, I think so. In the future, hybrid may work. Of course, technology is changing so fast, and this augmented reality, virtual reality is going to come. How it is going to change this training world, we don't know. But as of now, looking at the near future, hybrid model is going to work, right? So classroom training with, if you know technology, if you can use it, it will help for the training department, for the company, and of course for the end users. With this, I end my session. I thank you, LPC, Yashwanji, and Arpanji for this wonderful platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Santosh sir. A wonderful presentation, very crisp and to the point. What we like most is many of the speakers, they come and they give a comprehensive 30-35 minutes presentation. That is good. That is good also. But you have covered a lot of relevant point in very short span of time. That is the best way of delivering key points. So thank you very much once again. Before going to the question answers, a brief take home from the presentation. It is very, very important in today's all across the pharmaceutical industry to adopt the newer technology in learning and development. That is the need of the hour. Earlier also some technology were there and some companies were using that. But the pandemic have forced all the companies to adopt that because they did not have any other option. Only option was the digital forum. And that is when the time during the pandemic period, most of the companies adopted the digital way. Zoom meeting, MS Team and Google Meet and virtual training, AI-based training, app-based training, a lot of things they do, even marketing sessions, even cycle reviews and cycle meetings happened on webinar. So that is how companies across pharmaceutical industry adopted this digital form. Now, in today's topic, what you have told is, although the pandemic is almost over, people are coming again to the physical mode of training, but the learning during this pandemic time, whatever learning we had, which can continue in various ways. And that is what you have shown us. And you have told 3 ways how we can use learning app, pre-training, before people come for the training, during the training, when induction is going on, when refresher training is going on, when MDPs is going on, and post training, when people have gone to their field, when that time also how we can use our learning apps. And you told also about basic science, which can be imparted, therapy learning can be imparted, and also skill building can be imparted through learning apps and technology. We can give information, that is recent articles and some of the guidelines and policies about the various therapies, just like New England Journal of Medicine, from the heart medicine, from the BMJ. So all the article we can through apps, it can be given very well. And another important things which learning app can help is the quiz, challenges, role play challenges, and quizzes. That is how we can evaluate. So for the pre-training is concerned, then you have divided your presentation in three parts. Pre-training is concerned, before people come for the training, as a trainer, as a facilitator, we can evaluate their current capability level, current competency level, what is their knowledge and what is their skill. So that based on that, we can customize our training so that we can add value to them. And that can be done through this app as a quiz. We call it screening, pre-screening quiz or something, whatever name you give. Before people come, they will go through a quiz so that trainer will know what is their current understanding, therapy understanding, product understanding, competitor understanding is there. And then what is their communication level, how they detail, how they handle objections. For that, you have shown that some role play challenges can be given, which they will record through AI-based recording system. They will send it across so the trainer will know where I need to work during the training on their skill, their communication skill, their voice modulation, their objection handling, their gesture posture. That is a wonderful way. Right, during the classroom we have various assessing models. It will become a one-point solution for all your training needs. So once your app is generated and you have created one platform for this particular training, that will be not be mixing, and all the relevant information, quizzes, recordings, everything will go to that app. That is single point contact. That is what you do. And during the session you can evaluate them by giving role play challenges, practical field-based challenges, and seeing their continuous evolution. Post-training, again, you told another important thing what trainer can do is assessing advanced learning. As you know, companies cannot spend more than a particular day on the training because they need to go to field also. So some of the trainings, just advanced training, can be given post-training as a AI-based training, so that company will save time and money also, and the training journey continuity will be there. So once training is over, people go to their field, and AI-based some advanced training can be imparted through that. Not only that, quizzes, because it is important, the retention of training is very, very important. So to ensure retention and reinforcement of learning, frequently every 15 days, every week, or every month, trainer can upload some quizzes based on the training, and people will go through that. They will keep on learning, keep on growing. Right, these are the important things. And not only that, AI-based role plays and surveys are also coming nowadays, and it is very, very useful. There are many vendors who are giving AI-based role plays and surveys, and that can be used. So thank you very much, Santoshi. This will be helpful not only for trainers, NLD persons, or HR person, but many small companies, mid-sized companies who have not been adopted. For them also, it will be very useful and eye-opener for them how they can use the learning app in training.
It is a
Thank you very
self-evaluator
much.
also. For trainers, it can be a self-evaluator also.
Exactly. Yes,
What
that is an
participants are
important thing.
doing it, right? If they
That
can
is another important.
understand their participant before coming and after going, it will help them to improve. As a L&D function, it will improve if they use it properly.
Wonderful, wonderful, good. That is also an important point. So, before going to the question answer, I hand over to Arpan. Before that, let me recognize some of the active participants who have shared their learning and appreciated the session. Nasiruddin Chisti, thank you very much, Nasiruddin, for attending and sharing your views. Purnima Kanojia, ma'am, thank you very much. Then Muhammad Mustafa, thank you very much. Then Kadam, Shailesh Kadam, thank you very much, Shailesh. Thank you for appreciation, for attending. Abid Hussain, Thank you very much, Adip. Mr. ICS Verma, thank you very much. Kushag Mathur, thank you very much, Kushag. Everyone, thank you for your active participation and sharing the learning. Now I go to Arpan for the any questions if he is in mind or in Facebook. Arpan, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Yashwant sir. First of all, Santosh sir, a wonderful learning session.
I appreciate
In
that.
fact, I'm sure people in L&D, not only in L&D, people also in sales and marketing, they must have gained a lot of insights from your very crisp touch points which you have given, or maybe the pain points which you have given, where generally people often go for the low-hanging fruits, but they are least bothered about the elephant in the room. So the most important things that we have, we often ignore them and go for the ones which are most easily accessible. So, sir, there's a saying that food tastes the best when we are hungry. A participant who is hungry for some knowledge, can we reverse the training table instead of the company or the organization deciding on the participants and the agenda of the training? Can it be done in a reverse way in which a participant or a employee of the company can request the training department for a certain kind of training which he feels that he needs to be imparted? This is what I came to my mind, because I have always felt that when I am feeling hungry, if I am given food, it always tastes better rather when I am already in a full stomach. So I would definitely like to hear your views on this topic, sir. Over to you.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, they can do it through this learning app. But however, there are now AI based which is coming in, and with their learning, whatever they are doing on the learning platform, even trainer can understand whether this person is required the training or not. Okay. So this is both vice versa. Like, for trainer also, they can understand whether this person is required for the training, or AI can suggest whether this person is required training or not. And of course, representatives of the end users, they can also request through a learning app that they require a training program on particular skills or knowledge or whatever is. Yeah, it is possible.
Absolutely, sir. And then there is a saying that we can teach if we can reach. So we were talking about virtual trainings and physical trainings. So in virtual trainings, we have always found that the attention span is very limited or less.
Yes.
But in case of a physical training, we are more in control of the situation or the participants. So, sir, on a grade of 1 to 5, how will you rate a virtual training and a physical training vis-a-vis?
Results you're asking. Okay. So, it's not that virtual training is bad or classroom training is good. Both has this pros and cons. And equally, there we have to understand how we can use it. Where for which training virtual platform is required, and for which training classroom required, physical training required. We have to understand that. If you understand that, what is our objective, and accordingly, if we design the modus, right, then both the things, virtual is also good, which saves the cost, which saves the time of the participant, right? And physical training is also excellent. We are in touch with the participant. We can see their emotions. So both are good. It's not that one is below the other, right? So according to me, both are good.
Yes, absolutely. Depending on situations, it
Depending on the
depends which
situation
one
and the
should be
objective of the
implemented.
training. Yeah, objective of the
Yes.
training.
Yes. So setting the
One
training
more thing
goals
I
and
want
according
to
to the
talk
training
about.
goals. Yeah.
One
Yeah.
more thing I want to talk about this, learning app. There are some features are there in this learning apps. When we see this Amazon or Flipkart, once we search for any product, we see that there is a comparison coming in. Once I search for any Oppo phone, the same comparison will come. Against Oppo, there are other brands how you can compare it. Similarly, there are features in at least the apps which we are using. You can compare the products. Now what a end user required for retailing, they go to the market, like they do RCP. In RCP, of course, the prescription and all we have to ask, that is the important part. But apart from prescription, if you want to take the information, like what is the price, what is the pack of the competitor, what it contains, suppose the composition of any particular like cup syrup or any other composition, how to understand. They have to take it physically, and it becomes very difficult. So this learning app can help them. If we as a L&D member, we create this comparison in the learning app, it will help the end user to understand the competitor better.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One very interesting question has come from Mr. Prashant Menon, who is one of our members of LPC. He has said about LMS. This
Yeah.
LMS, how can it be more efficiently managed? He says that the average response is there from such a powerful tool. So what are the ways and means by which we can manage LMS more efficiently?
Yeah, actually, see, this we have seen, and we are working. We are working something, a new thing, and it is on, trial mode, I can say. We are working it, and I think so. In next program, maybe, if I get opportunity, I can discuss what we can do it for engaging this end user. Because see, we have just started this, how to engage these end users. If people are not coming by pull, and push is one of the way. ये किया है, upload किया है, you have to go through it. It is a compulsory. Okay, then they do it. But how to pull the crowd? We are starting some initiatives we are taking. Once we do with that, if we get success, surely next time whenever I get opportunity, I can discuss that.
Yes,
Just want to
absolutely.
add here,
Yashwant sir. Yeah.
Santosh, I just want to add here,
Hmm.
it is very, very important that not only training L&D department, but the business heads also should have backup for learning app, because it is huge
Yes.
investment from the organization. And until unless the awareness about the learning is coming from the top, that is the business heads, sales heads, cluster head, the people will not take it seriously.
Yes.
So only HR and L&D cannot take it forward. They need backup from the business. During the review meeting, cycle meeting, there should be reward points to the people who are sincerely learning through apps. That is what is important. Some in KRA also, there can be some weightage given on learning, because as Santosh sir mentioned, people are the biggest asset in organizations today. And that is why their learning, their capability is also very, very important. If some weightage can be kept as a KRA, 5% or 5 points, 6 point, 10 points on KRA, on what are the learnings you have got in the year. And similarly, during the review meeting, when the sales review is going on, competency review is going on, performance review is going on, can we review their learning also? So this will create an awareness among the people. When the field managers are asking, for the prescription, can they ask what is your understanding? So it should be going all around. Then only a training manager or a L&D department cannot enforce. That is my point.
Yeah, right, Mr. Reshwan. Mr. Prashant, again, this is, I think so, a push. If we include this give weightage in the KRA and all, it is again pushed. They are not willing, but they are, they by force, they have to do it. But we are working on something, called as a pull. Why this Netflix or any other app, it's working. Like if you'll see now, matches are going on I think so, Hotstar, Disney Hotstar. They have
Hotstar,
done
yes,
something. They have
Hotstar.
uploaded something, and everyone is moving to the Disney Hotstar now. So can we upload something, or can we do can we take some initiative to pull the crowd, which is their interest? We have to go to that level, understand that, and design our modules accordingly. Then only this LMS platform will have more engagement or more users coming towards this, right? Otherwise, we'll upload many things, but people are not interested. What is their interest? We have to upload it. How they are learning. We are now, we are thinking only 1 minute videos, not more than 1 minute, because attention span is very less. If you want to upload anything, you can make it a series, but keep a video of 1 minute, right? So all these things, Mr. Prashant, we have to do it, and we are taking some initiative. Of course, I will discuss after a few months, a certain after a quarter or so. I'm surely I will share these things.
Thank you, Santosh sir. In fact, sir, gamification is the latest kid of the blocks as far as digital technology is concerned. Primarily, we are extending it to the doctors to sensitize them during our calls. Now, you spoke about pre-assessment, during training assessment, and post-assessment. All the three things we can do for a training. So, can gamification also become a part of training so that we can sensitize our participants a little bit more, create a little bit arousal, interest arousal within them?
Yes, yes. Arpan, it is very important. See, there, what we see in learning apps nowadays, this comes by default. Otherwise, without gamification, people will not be interested in learning. We have to the plain learning, just uploading one video and just watching, it will not help. And these learning apps will not be a successful. Of course, gamification will help them to navigate and generate some interest in the learning. And nowadays
Absolutely.
it is coming by default, I think so. That is a basic it.
Yes. Yashwant sir, do you have any questions from your end, sir?
One question is asked by ICS Verma, sir. There is
Okay.
a background noise because the festival season is going on in my place. So sorry for this disturbance. ICS sir has asked, is there any learning app for the training managers? If we want to learn and develop our capabilities, is there anything where we can we can go for a course? I think there are some learning um, uh, in LinkedIn. Santosh,
Yes, sir. There are many online courses for our developing our as a training manager and capability. The LinkedIn Learning is there, Udemy is there. There are many apps through which we can learn. Just go on Google, search it, and I'm sure that what the skill you want to develop, it will be there. There are many apps which are offering. LinkedIn Learning is one of the best, but it is, and the cost is also very high.
All right.
I
Sir,
know I
one
can
more
add
question.
some more
Okay.
points. That Mahabodhi is a forum. They have their own
Yes.
app. LinkedIn Learning, as I mentioned, and many more are there where a trainer can go and enroll himself. And there are a lot of learnings are there. That is possible. And there are some cost effective also. There are some free learning apps also. And there are some definitely, as Santosh sir told, there are many apps where there are some huge charges taken. Yes, Arpan, over to you. Before Arpan,
Yes.
again, let me
Okay. Okay.
recognize
Okay.
some of the people who, Surendra Reddy, I missed their name actually. Surendra Reddy, thank you very much for appreciating Mr. One more person, Rohit Vilankar. He is very regularly in our session and he also has appreciated the session. Thank you very much, Rohit. Surendra Reddy, Punima ma'am, I have already mentioned. Mohammed Mustafa, Sailesh Kadam, thank you very much. Over to you, Arpan. Any more questions you
Thank
have?
you. Thank you, Yashwant sir. Santosh sir, generally, the employees in an organization can be classified into one of these four quadrants. The first is high effort, high performance. Second is high effort, low performance. Third is low effort, high performance. And the fourth is low effort, low performance. So primarily, these are the four groups that the employees can be classified in. Now, during a training program, we have an amalgamation of all these employees of these four quadrants attending a training together. Sir, can we make a cohort of each of these quadrants when we invite them for a training program? Don't you think we can be more specifically attending to their needs, considering the fact about their performance, their effort, and their knowledge?
See, it is very difficult for a pharma industry. I don't know whether any company has done this type of classification. Means for a training program. It is very difficult, and we can do it. Basically, we can do it, but better bring everyone together or make a at the most two groups, right? And we have to design our learning modules according to the mix of the group. So every participant is different, every group is different, and if we have a mixed group, it is going to benefit everyone. If only high performance, high efforts group is there, then their aura will be totally different. So according to me, see, there are this is debatable. People may say we should do it, but it is very difficult to do it. Means I have not seen any company has done it. I have not heard it at least. So better, according to me, if we bring everyone together, we adjust our learning modules accordingly. We can deliver a better training program.
Absolutely, sir. It's all about the word mad, that is making a difference.
Yes, yes.
Making a difference. It's all about the word mad. So how well we can make the difference. That's and fantastic learning, sir, from you, Santosh sir. I think people who are in the training, not only training, sales and marketing, also HR, also we all have gained a lot of insights through your deliberations, because whatever you have said, they are very practical. It's not something that you have picked up some lines from a book. It is a practical thing, the things that you have
Yes.
experienced during your L&D career, and the things that you have set as a precedence, so that others can also follow. So Yashwant sir, your take once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Arpan. We thoroughly enjoyed the session. Okay, only 4 or 5 minutes are remaining as per our time schedule. So, good relevant points Santosh sir has given. Best part, as I told, is very crisp and to the point pointers. And it is a learning for everyone that the learning we have got during the pandemic should be continued. Digital form learning apps should be used because people are now acquainted. They are competent to use those forms, and that should be incorporated in all our future classroom training as well as virtual training. That is a good thing, important thing. And thank you very much, Santosh sir, for accepting our invite and being part of LPC. We look forward to you in future
Thank
also.
you.
Closing remarks from Santosh sir, then we'll go to Arpan for a story.
Yeah.
Santosh sir, your closing remarks.
So my whatever the learning I had during my this L&D initiative, whatever that I have taken in learning apps, because I have introduced two LMS. So my request is that you have to all the trainers, please use it to the to understand the participant, to better our training program, and whatever the outcome of the training program is there, you can showcase your outcome to the management. So that is my request to all the trainers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Over to Arpan.
Thank you so much, Yashwant sir. Thank you so much, Santosh sir. Before I close the meeting, once again, a word of caution that we are still not over with COVID. So please maintain the COVID appropriate behavior of SMS, that is sanitization, mask and social distancing, along with the compulsory vaccination. We have got this only planet because we don't have planet B with us. So let us keep it clean and green, because that is the best gift that we can give to our next generation. Thank you so much to Imagica Health for the session support, and we look forward to your continuous support in our learning journey. So as customary, a story from me today. So today's story goes like this. There was a king who was very famous for encouraging sports. And one of the sports that he encouraged in his kingdom was wood cutting. So he started a competition as to find out the best woodcutter in his kingdom. So after a lot of screenings, the two finalists were selected. And on a given day, they were taken to a forest. The forest was divided into two parts. And so that one participant cannot see the other, there was a boundary wall which was put with a curtain, so that one woodcutter will not be able to see the other woodcutter. So at 9 o'clock sharp in the morning, the competition started. So both the woodcutters had brought their axes and they started felling the trees. So one of the woodcutter could hear the other woodcutter felling the trees, and he also got enthusiastic and started cutting. He was cutting and cutting, when suddenly he found that he was not able to hear the other woodcutter cutting the trees. And this is a time he thought, great, he is probably taking some rest. This is a time I should cut some more trees so that I can be far ahead of him. And after cutting some trees, again he could find the other woodcutter cutting trees. And he thought that at least 10 to 15 minutes rest that he took, I have gained some more trees that I have cut over him. So this was continuing every time after 1 hour or 1.5 hours. This woodcutter could not hear the other woodcutter because he thought that the other woodcutter was taking some rest. Sharp at 6 o'clock in the evening, the competition stopped. The first woodcutter, who never took any rest, thought that he would be the outright winner of the competition. But when the results was announced, it was basically very astounding, because the first woodcutter, who never took any rest, was able to fell only 200 trees. But the woodcutter who was supposedly taking rest after every hour or every 1.5 hours, cut 400 trees, exactly the double. Now, when it was asked that what was he doing when he was taking rest, when we are supposedly taking rest, he said that I was not taking rest, I was sharpening my axe. So, dear friends, in every organization, we are busy cutting the trees. We are busy running after the numbers. We are basically running after the sales. But are we investing the time in sharpening the axe? Are we investing time in learning and development? Because a sharper axe cuts more trees in a short span of time. So, dear friends, let us spend some more time in sharpening the axe, because a sharper brain will deliver much better result as far as converting the customer is concerned. So thank you so much. It was really a great occasion having Santosh Rane sir to deliver such a wonderful session on LPC today. Thank you, Yashwant sir, for adding such a lot of value, because you also have a great training experience. And in fact, I have personally gained a lot hearing from you. So thank you so much to our audience for chipping in your thoughts, sharing your questions to make this session so much engaging. So here is Arpan Kumar Paul telling thank you to all of you, with a promise of once again reconnecting with you next Sunday with a new set of speaker, a new set of thoughts, and a new set of learning. So from all of us here on LPC, it is goodbye, namaste, and very happy Navaratri and very happy Durga Puja. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
रोशनी क्लोज कर दीजिए।